Hey guys, welcome to fuck off. Welcome to Inexorable Gaming. Uh, Once again, we're not gaming. Instead, we are browsing the forums, and today we're going to react to some other posts. Now, I drank already one can of beer, and I've got a second one here, just because I need some alcohol for this. I hope I don't have to drive after this. Okay, Farah is the cause of global warming. Discuss. Because she is hot? I'm gay, but still I can see she is pretty. Excessive jetpack. Alright. Your last sentence was literally unnecessary. Sorry, it's true. Uh, let's just go to another topic. Stop complaining about Farah. We are not over with Farah, so let's read this. This one is still tolerable. There is nothing wrong with Farah. Sorry, but just because a hero isn't dead 24/7 doesn't mean you get to clog up the forums with your What word is that? Incessant winning? Is that how you spell whining? Is my name part of whining? Now it makes me kinda depressed. Whatever. She has plenty of counters like Soldier, McCree, Diva, Zenyatta, and Widowmaker. Yes, Diva and Widowmaker are viable heroes. Indeed, even Diva can eat her ultimates quite well. Maybe it would be a good idea to think fluidly and pick them once in a while because they're actually good heroes against Pharah/Pharmacy. Also, she has counterplay, which is dodging rockets and focus fire. Don't just leave it to your soldier to kill the enemy Pharmacy, because if he does, then he's actually carrying. Everyone needs to shoot at her if possible. Lucio, shoot at the Pharah a little. That is actually that's actually true, because you remember that in my earlier videos I spoke about my friend who's a Mei main, and he can work if he has his day when he aims well. He can work as an AA turret. He's quite skilled with the icicle, and he was capable of taking down Pharah in the air with it better than Soldier quite a few times. So that is something you should think about. Winston, go jump on her and do some damage. Ryan, try fire striking her. It isn't impossible. Now, I don't agree with that. Fire strike is a nice ability, not for Pharah, because it's way too slow. It's the same why Symmetra shouldn't shoot her balls there, because these skills can do something much more efficient on the ground. So Fire Strike, I don't think is good. Anna shoot her or sleep her if she's at close range. Mei shoot some icicles at her, it works. Hanzo shoot some arrows at her, it isn't impossible. Genji dash her or throw some shurikens. Maybe not Genji, but okay. And responses, it's not just Pharah. What the hell? It's not just Pharah, it's the girl who tells her also keep the skies clear for me please. What the hell? Yeah, S1 Genji could also be countered by focus fire, but that does not mean that he was balanced. Same goes for Pharah. Same goes for Symmetra. But she killed that man's family. What the hell? Okay, what's my opinion on this? This guy is true. Because and he is so hated. I'm going to like you, man. I'm going to give you that like because you deserve it. You said something everyone hates, but that is actually a good thing. She is not bad, okay? It is quite easy to take her down, and hell, if Mei can do it, you can do it as well. If you want to pick Hanzo and you want to prove that you're not that stereotypical Hanzo, that's shit, you have to take her down. It's not difficult if you are a hero that is made for it, so just try it. It can't be that difficult, and it is not that difficult. Alright, so we're moving away from cancerous Pharaohs, and I skipped some posts because they were absolutely stupid, to this guy. I know a genius joke. Roadhog and balancing. No, but for real, why does a tank have a... Okay, wait. Why does a tank have a one-hit combo, 600 HP and 300 self-healing, so effectively 900 HP? Because I can do math. And even worse, you can one-hit people without even hooking, but just clicking on a mouse button, because one hits are just random. Now, Roadhog can be pain in the ass with the hook. Now, you know what's the key in taking out Roadhog? Team. Roadhog can only focus on one person effectively. He can either use alt fire or his primary fire to fight against people, but he cannot fight against groups unless he has his ultimate. Now, the same goes if you're a Genji, it's easy to dodge the hook, but that self-healing is just going to out-heal your damage most of the time. So, team play is important. He hooked you, get someone to sleep him, get someone to hook him. If you're a Mei, immediately freeze, get someone to throw a healing grenade on you. Just do something. It's not difficult to counter him. I know it can be quite a pain in the ass, but it's also not easy to play as him. Because if you take a look at him, what does he have? He has a shotgun. That's true, but his fire rate is absolutely terrible. That's why he can one-shot you. Compared to Reaper, he's not mobile. He is big as hell, so you can hit him easily. And his fire rate is quite weak, not to mention that he has only 4 shots. Now, with the hook kill combo, it requires quite the pre-aim, and it requires you to be alone, not surrounded by enemies, because when you hook someone and you're going for the kill, you are quite immobile. You are standing still, you're aiming for someone, you can receive some damage. Now, 600 HP and 300 self-healing does not make 900 HP hero. I'm sorry, this is not how math works. Now, I don't think he needs a nerf, just because that hook and kill is pretty much the only thing he is effective with. His other abilities are effective only, his alt fire, good, can one shot, but only at a very specific distance. And his shotgun is only good for, self-defense on close quarters. Otherwise, he is such a big target, anyone can take him out. So he's not as tanky as you think. Now, his ultimate is probably the biggest issue, because his ultimate can be only used effectively with Zarya combo or inside a building, when you can push enemies against the wall. Otherwise, it's just push them away technique, and it's not really as devastating most of the time as, for example, Soldier's ultimate. D.Va's ultimate can be very devastating. It just won't cut it. So I think Roadhog is literally a one-hit combo only person, and maybe sometimes just a random one-shot. You should have picked Mercy. You should have picked any kind of support. We ended up losing, and it's all your fault. You should learn how this game works. You should have been helping. That is an amazing song. You get a like for just mentioning that song. That is amazing. That just made my day. If you love Mercy so much, why don't you just marry her? This guy also quoted it. Yay. Alright. This is a really good one. This is finally the first one that does not decrease your IQ points. Alright, Nexus Challenge Week 3. I have Oni Genji, I have Officer D.Va. I can't wait for the next week's challenge. Blizzard. If you play Week 3, you get sprays in Overwatch and HOTS, and you also get other useless stuff in HOTS. Not quite sure what it is, didn't check it out yet. What I'm saying is, Week 3 Nexus Challenge worth the time. HOTS can actually be a fun game to play, but maybe I'm exaggerating. when I say the matches take forever. I do want to get those loot boxes the week after, but those rewards from week 3 aren't motivating me enough. Am I greedy to be feeling this, or is this normal? Yes, you are greedy. Now, if Heroes of the Storm can actually be a fun game to play, then play it. Don't just play it for these rewards, because it's like an event, okay? Some events are good, some events are bad. The week 3 is probably the weakest week that's here. And to be honest, I don't think the matches take forever. I played Dota, I played League of Legends, and I think Heroes of the Storm have probably the shortest matches of these all, because these matches are constantly moving somewhere, and MOBAs always take this longer time to play, so sorry man, that's just how MOBAs work, and if you don't like it, then probably you're not a big, MOBA player, and MOBA's not for you. So, sorry, I don't feel the same way. Recommend another game. I'm on PC, by the way. Don't get me wrong, Overwatch is great, but it seems like most games have trolls, griefers, or levers in competitive. I've never tried any of the MOBAs. Are they the same way? Are there any other FPS games that are popular besides TF2 and Counter-Strike? Thanks. Now, how to put it? Well, first things first. Overwatch is not the only game with trolls, griefers, or levers. Every game has them. It's like this century's trend or something to be a troll, griefer, or something like that. Now, there is a difference between being a troll and being a actual asshole. For example, most of my friends are trolls. I have a friend who just likes to be calm under every situation and turn the situation against everyone else. Like someone is like saying, "Hey, you're playing Anna, but you're not healing enough. You suck." Or, for example, this is a good example. This one is actually true and not made up. This one is from 3v3 when someone said that we are noobs because we were trying a camping Orisa, Mei, and Mercy strategy. And they were like, "You guys are such noobs! You suck, you're the worst players in the world." And my friend, simply with a smug smile on his face, typed in, "Does that mean that you lost to the worst noobs in the world then? What does that make you?" And that's just how trolls should work. These people who can piss others off if they deserve it. That's a justified troll. And then there are the assholes. Assholes who simply want to piss off people who do not deserve it. So be a troll, that's healthy. Don't be an asshole, that's unhealthy. Now, MOBAs, I'd say they're still the same way. They have much more Russia in them. And if you want any more FPSs, just look at Steam. Try Atlas Reactor. That game is pretty good. No. No. And here we have it. Overwatch sucks. I hate Overwatch. I finally made it to the diamond after 150 hours of competitive, and then I end up losing 400 SR straight after from people leaving my team, throwing and picking Hanzo and Widow when they are doing nothing. By the way, this is our console. You're level 17. Is he? Oh my god, he is! He's literally he's assholing all over the place. This guy can't even do competitive. What the hell? Yeah, I hate the players, not the game. You're just trolling. No, you're assholing. Alright, here we have an interesting one. If Reaper eats a soul, can Mercy rest that character? Thanks to everyone, looks like it was an old feature, but somehow it got removed. So what if we bring back this passive? I've seen very cool ideas. Set a cooldown for the soul consumption. Reaper can only eat souls from characters he has killed or dealt damage. Now, I feel like soul consuming is not, bad at all. Let's say, I don't really know. I think the souls are just fine. I mean, I have nothing against them. It gives Reaper some sort of reward after killing a hero, but definitely after he killed them. Not like, don't turn them into health packs after everyone, killed a hero. Don't pick Pharah and Roadhog in arcade. I'm trying to have fun and I don't need these unbalanced characters ruining it. They are balanced, you're playing the game wrong. I understand why you would pick them in competitive because it's a serious game. Arcade is for fun, quick play is for practice, competitive is for rewards. Now I play Roadhog mainly in 3v3, and let me tell you this. Roadhog is not as strong as you think. Point is, many characters can't really fight a Roadhog and Ana combo in 3v3, for example. The main problem here is that arcade is for fun, and these characters are balanced, but you still need characters that counter them to defeat them. For example, Zenyatta kicks ass against Roadhog. He literally murders Roadhog if he fires from a distance. With his Discord Orb, tanks go down. Pharah, well, we've been through this, 10 times now. It's still fun. I don't agree with you. Sorry. Alright, you know what? Let's just stop thinking about Pharah for a sec. Turns out Sombra is useful after all. We all know the devs love sitting behind barriers and have their plans to rename the game to Barrier Watch. Although some people... What's with the parentheses? May love to sit AFK behind Reinhardt's barrier, Orys's barrier, and Symmetra's barrier. There are those of us who actually want to play the game. Today I learned that Sombra's EMP counters Barrier Watch pretty hard. I'm a Reinhardt main. I've learned that the hard way. I never thought I'd say this, but the reason I won a competitive game earlier was thanks to Sombra shutting down Barrier Watch. Now, this is one thing that I recommend for all of you. Sombra is extremely good, because mainly of her hacking, but mainly her ultimate makes the biggest change. So what I would do, because her ultimate is not a killer, okay, and you need a team that is capable to adapt and react in order to do something. So I would slightly increase her ult charge, and that's what I would do. But what to do if you play her? Just simply hack the health packs and tell your team to pick them up. And if they are a good team, then they are going to pick them up, which charges your ultimate faster. Then just simply try not to take risks, get a high ground, spray enemies from there, and you're golden. Charge up your ultimate and apagando las luces. Now we've got a hero idea. So, male defense hero, gun, roast fire. His gun would be a flame gun that does about 170 DPS. What? You're not serious, right? The fire would count after 5 seconds of burning. Okay, so it would not be damage over time, but damage after time. Interesting. Abilities, lock. Tom, okay, his name is Tom. Tom would be able to lock people's guns and they would not be able to shoot for 3 seconds. 6 seconds cooldown. I would not recommend that because that's basically Sombra's hack just turned upside down. And even though it would be really interesting, it would have to have at least 12-second cooldown. Delete. He will have a mine that disintegrate characters to 100 health and under. The mine will be slightly larger than Widow's and would beep. You cannot toss the mine. What? Oh, I see. So, basically, what this will do is it's a simply very powerful beeping shining mine that has to be placed, and it does 200 health. It's very interesting, but I can imagine placing it on the spawn point, and it could be quite overpowered, although that long cooldown is justified. Link. He would be able to link up to 3 of the other teammates to each other or against a what? Oh. So like they have to stay together. That's actually a very interesting concept of, linking heroes together so they can't move away from each other. Very cool. Banhammer. Tom Wood showed power, then pulled out an incredibly powerful flaming hammer. The hammer has slightly bigger range than Genji's sword, already see an issue with this. It does 75 damage. Fire effect does, once again, it has the damage after time. Damage reduction while doing it lasts 10 seconds. That's way too powerful. Okay, so that's basically Genji's sword with longer, well, basically Genji with Reinhardt's hammer with additional damage after time. I don't know, man. Like, the only thing that sounds interesting is maybe the delete and the link, okay? But everything else just feels way too powerful. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. And see you guys next time. Bye!